So the Pixel 10 Pro Fold is almost here. And yeah, at first glance, it looks a lot like the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. But there are 18 confirmed changes. And trust me, a few of them might actually surprise you. Let's break it all down. Starting with the design, there are quite a few changes. Some are big and some are so small you won't even notice. Alright, and let's start with the big ones. Google's giving the Pixel 10 Pro Fold full slab phone level dust and water resistance. That makes it not just more durable, but also the only foldable right now with proper dust resistance. The Pixel 9 Pro Fold already had great water resistance, but no dust protection at all. Google's even added magnets for wireless charging, kind of like MagSafe on iPhones. It'll make wireless charging a lot more accurate and convenient. And they've also redesigned the hinge. It's now more compact than last year. That should improve the overall folding feel and help reduce the crease, which, let's be honest, felt kind of chunky on the 9 Pro Fold. As for colors, obsidian and porcelain are gone. This time we're getting jade and moonstone, which honestly gives the phone a fresh look, even if the shape hasn't really changed. Now for the smaller stuff. The things you won't notice at first, but they do add up. The SIM tray is moving to the top, and that's to make space for dual speaker grills at the bottom. While brands like Samsung, Honor, and Oppo are all chasing thin and light this year, Google's going in the opposite direction. It's going to be 0.2 millimeters wider and also a bit thicker by 0.3 millimeters. And the weight has gone up by just 1 gram. And in a minute, I'll tell you why that actually makes sense. Display-wise, the cover screen is now 6.4 inches, up from 6.3, thanks to thinner bezels, a new aspect ratio, and that redesigned hinge. The main display is still 8 inches, no changes there, but both screens are now brighter, in both high brightness mode and at peak levels. But even with these upgrades, there's still one display downside that might annoy some of you. The cover display still doesn't have LTPO OLED, so it can't scale all the way down to 1 Hz, but it will still vary between 60 and 120 Hz. Now let's talk internals. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold will be powered by the new Tensor G5 chipset. But this time, it's something new. Google finally ditched Samsung and went with TSMC for the Tensor G5, the same 3nm process Apple and Qualcomm are using. But here's the thing. The Tensor G5 still isn't in the same league. It's better than the G4, no doubt. It's more efficient, runs cooler, and slightly faster. But in raw power, it's still a generation or two behind the competition. Most of the internals, like RAM, connectivity, and basic storage options, are staying the same. But we're getting a 1 terabyte storage variant this time, which was missing last year. Also, Bluetooth is getting an upgrade from 5.3 to 5.4. Camera-wise, nothing's changed on paper. No changes in layout or camera sensors. But here's the twist. The new Tensor G5 has a better image processor. And so even though the hardware's the same, thanks to the new image processor, your shots should look sharper, brighter, and more natural, especially in low light and HDR shots. Now about that thickness, there are 2 types of users. One group wants thin, light phones, even if it means a smaller battery. And the other group, they're okay with a bit of thickness, as long as it delivers better performance or battery. So which one are you? Team thin or team more battery? Because clearly, Google picked a side. The Pixel 10 Pro Fold is only 0.2 millimeters thicker when unfolded. But here's why that extra thickness actually makes sense. You're getting a massive 5,015 mAh battery. That's a 7% boost over last year, and 9% more than what Samsung's packing in the Z Fold 7. That extra thickness also lets them add Qi 2 wireless charging, with built-in magnets to perfectly align your charger. Charging speeds are also slightly improved, but for 2025? Still, that's one area where Google's kind of dragging its feet. As for the price, there's no official number yet, and if that happens, that's a big win. It wouldn't just give the Pixel 10 Pro Fold an edge over the more expensive Z Fold 7, but it might also convince regular slab phone users to finally give foldables a shot. Because let's be real, the lower launch price looks way better than cutting prices later. Just look at the Pixel 9 Pro Fold. It's already available in some deals for around $900, which is honestly a steal. If you made it this far, give the video a thumbs up. This is Techtics, and I'll see you in the next one.